Kenpo for Advanced, Lesson 11. My name is Sensei Roger.
I'm Paul.
And today we're going to give you a review of striking mace. We're going to do a technique called sweeping wings. And then Kenpo set 2, this Ikata that I put together with Kenpo moves, just for you guys. Alright, before we get into that, I want to go over the 12 principles for greater influence. The reason why I want to do this first, because it's just on my heart. It's number 11 on this. It's called Don't Worry About Critics. The reason I wanted to go over this is because I've been going through something, being attacked from critics, not just YouTube, but from my workplace and just all over the place I've been attacked. I'm like, okay, it was just trying to ignore the stuff. But then as soon as I got a little aggravated by it, especially at work, that's the one that really got me. Is one that I kind of spouted off at my mouth a little bit that I realized, oh, here I go. And then this is when the revelation happened. When the smoke cleared, God gave me a revelation. He told me there's two types of criticism. One is destructive, one is constructive. I'm not going to go into that. I do have a video that I'm going to put on this channel, and I'm also going to put it on my other channel called Better Life 75. Well, basically, put it in short, God told me really that you're worried about the critics, what they're saying, and then now you're going to get mad and now you're going to criticize them.
Right.
Well, that's just as bad. And he also told me this too, pretty much is, how many times have I criticized someone? I might not have meant to hurt them, but I did. I gave them the destructive criticism.
Right.
Okay. Alright, that's where the revelation happens. Well, that'll bring us to our word of the day is heedless. Heedless means careless, thoughtless, unmindful. The reason I chose this word, I could say, don't worry about the critics, don't pay attention to the critics, ignore them. I could use other words, but heedless basically is talking about whoever is going to give you destructive criticism, they are careless. That's including ourselves.
Right.
We might not mean harm, but we do give harm when it's destructive. Then we're also thoughtless. We're also unmindful. We might not... Careless is basically when we go at it and we don't care. I don't care. I'm going to hurt you. I don't care. Thoughtless. I might not be thinking about it. The same with unmindful. I'm not thinking about it. I just say it, hurt you, criticize you, and didn't mean it.
Right.
That's basically destructive criticism in a nutshell.
Right.
Constructive criticism, it takes work to do this. Because you have to want to build someone up, take them down, and build them back up. You don't want to leave them broken down.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Now, let's go into our lesson plan here. Thanks for sticking with us this long. And if you are training with us, remember you assume the risk of any injury.
Right.
You can injure yourself doing the martial art training, especially if you don't have a professional there with you. Even with the professional, you could hurt yourself.
Right.
My last video, I had a brace on my wrist because I did hurt myself. It still hurts, but I don't have the brace on now. It's not as bad. I could use it. All right, here's the first technique we're going to do is reviewing striking mace. This is a Tracy's Kenpo technique. Someone's throwing a right punch at me. I'm going to do this slow because this hand still hurts. I want to move this out of the way with the parry block. Here's one thing that I see a lot of times that other people do, and myself has done it, is when we're training, we know that technique's coming.
Right.
So now I'm already geared to go that way. It's not a reactionary movement. I already know what's happening, so we tend to go like that. Here's a good way to do it. I don't want to do it too hard because if I block with this hand, it's going to hurt. Here's the thing though, is throw any strike at me. Now you want a reactionary. He told me what he was going to do with that kick because he came from a standstill position.
Right.
And he went like that. Okay, that made it easy for me. Boom. That dictated my move now because I knew what I was doing.
Right.
Alright, go ahead, whatever you want to do. I don't want to fight you. I just kicked. I went to kick, he went to kick. It didn't work. We don't know. Things get sloppy.
Right.
This is why I said don't worry about the critics, because critics will pick on you, but then what'll happen is you watch what they do. They get some questionable stuff too. if I'm gonna be criticized for the betterment of me, I want to make sure I know who's criticizing me, know that I can trust their guidance. I want them to be above me and know it. Like I go to Mark Miller. Mark Miller, what am I doing wrong? Mark Miller is 10th degree black belt, my instructor. I cannot go to Tracy no longer because he's passed away, unfortunately. But he would correct us and do that. I've been choked, I've been chopped, I've been bit, I had him on my nerves, and I loved every minute of it. That's why I told his son, when he passed away, I told his son, it's like my relationship with your dad, and I told him all that. You know, he bit me, choked me. I mean, it went through all that. It's like he got on my nerves, and I loved every minute of it. You know, that's who I would go to for criticism because I could know I could trust them. And sloppy. That's why I like to do this with my videos, is not always worry about everything's got to look here to here. Well, I don't fight like that anyhow. I'm more like here. So now, what I said about Paul picking up that leg to go, I already know he's kicking because he's coming from here.
Right.
But what if I'm kind of loose? We're already in the fight. Now I'm going like here. Now here. See, he knew it was coming anyhow, but that's because he was trying lower. Sometimes if I come at him more aggressive with this, now that I got in there, even though he still blocked it, we pick up the pace, we change the angles, and that's what I kind of did on him.
Right.
And I can still feel the block on my leg, but he felt my foot on his rib if I kicked it hard.
But had I not, even if I had just started in his dojo, I would have probably been into the wall. I'd had no knowledge from previous, any kind of training.
Exactly. That's why beginners, intermediate, advanced, we start off beginners, we want to come in here, here, here. Or even at advanced, if you're learning a new technique, you got to break it down like a beginner.
Right.
But once you break it down, play those drills. Okay, let's go back. What's it?
I was gonna say you'll see me because a lot of stuff I don't know these moves because I don't train in this straight Kenpo system. So I look pretty awkward at a lot of this stuff. It's like I don't know. So.
I've had guys that train for 15, 20 years and still look awkward, but they were good martial artists. They might not look pretty, but they hurt. You can sit back and criticize one of those guys and go, "Oh, they're terrible," but then you get in there and get the gloves on, they hurt.
Yeah.
I have one of the older gentlemen, he just hurts to block. You know, he blocks me and it hurts me. He's just rock arms.
Yeah.
He's not tremendously fast and all that. I hit him more times than he hits me, but it hurts to tango with him. So I hit him less now because I let him come back and come at me. Alright, now let's go to that technique, striking mace. Let's review this from the slow standpoint. I'm going to parry block here. I like to do the block before I step.
Okay.
Unless
Should I ask about
I
that?
can see it coming.
Right. Right.
Now I'm here, I don't want to fight you. Now I see this comes in more natural.
Okay.
This, why would I throw a parry block over our block? Because of the position of the strike. You want to block positionally, strike positionally. Alright, here we go. I don't want to fight. Boom, now move with it. This could almost be simultaneous too. Boom. Now step in, square punch, side thrust. Alright, let's do it off the left punch because I don't want to parry with this right punch. I'm here. Alright, do it again. Throw the punch. So now I can be here, boom, punch without even stepping. Okay, now if I do too deep of a step for this particular technique, throw the punch, now this is going to be slow. I can move him, I can bump him, throw the punch, I'm here. Now look, see I'm here?
Right.
1, 2, I can jam into him. My knee went into the back of his leg.
Right. Right.
Then I punch him, now look, side kick. I already started moving him.
Right.
That's not the leg that hurts, is it?
No.
I just bump him without thought. I know he was telling me one leg hurts the muscles, but, you know, but I just bumped my knee into the back of his leg.
Right.
That's not a great feeling. It doesn't feel good.
I was just thinking, a lot of times we talk about, you know, how we throw that punch through and kind of leave it dangling, so we do a snap. The thing about this move I like is even if I pop that back, my face is open. It's not a move where I'm going to throw it and come back. You don't do that. It's not natural to do this. So if I miss that and draw back, you're going to hit me in the face.
So let's put it this way too. My hands are down here. You throw a quick snapping punch. Throw it. Snap it. Come on. That's me knowing it's happening. Come on, have me, quick. I'm probably gonna get hit, possibly, with this movement here. I don't know. It may happen, it may not. But for me, go to throw the punch, right? I might even use the elbow. Because this here, I might do that to cover my head in. Because I can shrug my head, then lift it up. That's something that's not in his techniques. Or go to punch me in the head. See, now that's going to hurt his hand if you punch me hard. You punch me up here. Yeah, I heard it too. You probably didn't have your hand tight either.
No, well, I didn't whack as hard as I could either.
If you have your hand fully tight, you will hurt your hand less when you're delivering a strike. You want to keep it kind of loose, but when you hit, you want your hand to be tight.
Okay.
Don't punch with a loose hand. Make contact. Even when you're kind of doing this stuff lately, you still hurt your fingers. But yeah, see out here? But throw that punch.
Nobody's carrying a roll of quarters in there.
Whoa, whoa, I don't want to fight you. That happens real quick. Boom. Now look, I can punch you here because you came in close. There's no need for me to do all that. But for me to throw the punch, maybe I try to get out of the way. Now I can bump into you, punch in the back of the head, chop the palm, wherever you want. It's there. Let's go back one more time, striking mace. Parry as you move, step as you punch, side thrust. You could change the timing of that technique. But yeah, if you try going here, here, or here like this, here, that's not going to be practical type of movement. But you do want to have that stepping, that bumping, and boom. That's going to give you a little bit more power. But let's go to the technique of this lesson here, the new one that's going to go in our form. It's called sweeping wings. I want to be real careful with this because this consists of an X block and, again, injury, bang. The X block, I'm not the greatest fan of that because I'm tying up two hands for one block, especially for a kick. You kick at me, I go like this with two hands. It's not particularly the way I want to go with this. But I do like this technique because if I can catch this here, I'm moving them pretty much right away. And it's throwing you off from here. But you still got to be mindful with this. Let's go back with the right foot. We're going to step back. We're going to do the X block. Left hand right in front of you, right hand over top. When I do my X block, I don't go straight down. A lot of times I do is a snapping, almost like a double downward block or a double upward block when I'm going high. That's why I like to do that because it becomes a strike. Now if you're kicking me on like this, I'm hoping that hurt your leg enough that's going to delay your next strike just a little bit. Give me time if I want to do that. I'm hoping. But if it's not, if that's not going to happen, make sure your head isn't going up like this when you're doing that. You may get hit. You possibly are going to get hit if you're blocking with the X block. Alright, here we go. Step back like this, and from here I hook like this with my left hand and the right hand backwards. I come in with this, I'm clapping them with my palm and hooking the neck. Alright, let's go back to that again. X block here, move it, back fist, grab that neck as you're smacking them one. Kick a knee or the crotch. I like the knee from the position usually when we do this move. Then you got a back fist right to the face. Alright, this kick needs to be above the waist. If it's any lower, I have to come down like this or I'm putting myself chasing this strike. If it's too low, I am not going to do a downward block. I'm not going to do an X block. I'm going to probably just move my leg and hit you or something like that. But say Paul's throwing that kick.
Also, you know I do that slow because my toe is jacked up.
Do it slow here. It's here. This comes out. 1, 2, kick, back fist. Let's change the angle. Yeah, we're a couple injured old men right now.
I don't get it. So,
and that does hurt me more to hold his leg like I did. I felt that pressure on that. But anyhow, you hear, this comes out back fist. I'm grabbing this up. See, when I'm grabbing, I just don't go here. I kind of hook on here like this. See, I kick the side of the knee. Here, busting them, moving them off balance. Here's what I love about Kenpo a lot of times. Here, I got you going off like that, then I'm hitting you from there. There's a lot of things I love about Kenpo, and there's a couple of techniques that go, but the training, it works. Even some of the moves you go, I don't know about that. It still gives you a setup for other things. Like this is the only thing in this move that I'm about. But if I can catch this right and pull it, man, you're going off balance like this.
Yeah.
It's right in there. So I love this move and hate this move at the same time. The only reason I hate this move is because it's an X block.
Right, right.
Now, if I just did a downward block like this, that's going to take away that position from here.
Yeah.
I might as well just go with the straight strike.
Right, right.
Hook, boom, or something. There's your sweeping wings. Let me go over the kata. I call this Kenpo set 2. I'm doing the first part, and then I'm going to do the second part. I don't remember if I did the first part in the last video. I apologize if I skipped it.
I think you did.
But here you go. My mind is, I'm losing it, guys. Alright, here we go. Hand. Step 1, 2, come on back. 7 swords to 12 o'clock. I'm going to go block, chop, palm, spear. Step, block, chop, palm, spear. Okay, now I almost went into something else. You know, I did mess that up too. I almost went into short or long 2. Disregard all that. I did short, like, what was it, 4 swords I did. Criticize that. It gave you something to go on. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is why I messed up. 5, 6, 7. Twist that foot, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move this foot. 5, 6, 7. Good. Now I'm going to jump back. There's the X block. Grabbing it. Back fist. Hook the neck. Front kick. Back fist. Jump back. Bring it in this side. 1, 2. Hook. Back fist. There's your short or Kenpo set 2. Let me do it one more time and then we'll be done with this. Remember I said I just made this up for you guys. It's cool techniques. I want to give you something to work on. There's part 1 and 2. Alright.
I gotta say, watching you helps because on 7 Swords, the beginning set was to be. I noticed that you were doing a step with the eye rake that I wasn't doing. We were doing it the other. It's like, but when I watch you from a distance, I can see it better. It helps me out.
I do 7 Swords different in the kata form than I do in the technique form. The kata, I'll come in more like this. I would never do 7 Swords like that. Throw a punch, please. I'll be more here. See, I'm not going to come down all the way here. See, now I'm nice stance, but I'm actually losing something. Throw a punch. I'm here. Now look, I'm here. I'm coming up. Boom. Boom. I see I move it in. Now rake, chop, chop.
Yeah.
See, he's falling this way. That's fine. If I step off, I got the eye smacking right here. I can chop it this way, moving his head back up. I can play him like a puppet.
Yeah, yeah.
If all goes right. But let me tell you right now, 7 Swords, I'm never going to get through the whole thing.
No, but I'll tell you what, that the first chop to the neck, that does it. That really, I mean, you weren't even hitting me that hard. That cracks right there.
But check it out. Good. Throw this punch. There's their 1, 2 from 7 Swords mixed with Japanese sword.
Yeah.
Block it out. Here, boom. See, I just forced the technique. Throw that punch again. He was coming more on this line. Why would I grab it that way? I wouldn't. Or come in here, come outward, or just step away.
Right,
Throw an upper block. Boom, reverse punch. Positional.
Right.
We get caught up in a technique when we're doing it. It's hard not to when we're training that.
Right.
That's why you want to have different drills where we're here just kind of slap boxing around and doing things and just coming at each other and just utilize the movements. Maybe not the whole technique, but break it down, technique on technique.
I like people, well, and I look at moves myself, say that would never work, but when you have 500 moves in your head, you have so many options, you have to learn them all.
There's a lot of techniques that go, that'll never work. And in time of me doing it, I've seen the value of the technique. It still might not work as a whole technique, but you know.
Right.
Here's Here's a story of one of the guys up here in the northeast Ohio area. He owned some schools at one time. But he was questioning one technique called hurricane. It seems like a dumb move where you're coming out like this at a guy and just charging him. It seems like a reckless thing that you could hurt yourself.
Right.
Yeah, just coming like this. But here's the thing about it. He started questioning. Mark Miller said, just trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he decided to talk to Grandmaster Tracy and say, hurricane, I don't get it, I don't think it's gonna work.
Right,
and then Tracy he didn't just talk about it, he just went out like this, and the guy fell on the floor. And here he's laying on the floor, and here's Grandmaster Tracy here. And then later he goes to Mark Miller and goes, Mark, Al teabagged me. He was standing over and all this like, we just laughed about it. But that's the thing was great about Grandmaster Al Tracy back in the day. He would just go at you. That element of surprise.
Right,
you didn't expect that.
Right.
So think about here, throw a punch at me or something. I'm like here, bring it back. I was like, wah! And it's just a blitz.
Right.
Anytime it could not work. You could destroy somebody doing that move, but if you catch it at the right moment, it'll work, making someone vulnerable.
Right.
You just gotta take this for what it is and figure out what's gonna work when. Nothing's gonna be perfect, is it?
No, I was talking to somebody about that same move because when you showed me, I was like, yeah. But I was like, when would you use that? Because we're not taught to attack, we're to self-defense. But I said, a lot of fights start with the push. Well, someone pushes you once, you're already expected. They're not going to expect you to react in that kind of a fury. They're going to pretty much be caught off guard.
It depends. I don't want to always go attack anyone because they push me, but sometimes the situation might cause for it. But if you have a group of guys and they start pushing you, you know someone else coming at you, boom, 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 take them out, and now you got the fight going. And you started you change the momentum of it.
Right.
That's what that does. You gotta catch someone, not like this, get in his face, I am never gonna go, like this, stepping at you like that. You're gonna reverse punch me, kick me with the front
kick. Knee at you, actually.
Knee, I mean, it's gonna be bad. If I'm coming here, knee to the crotch, kick to the crotch, reverse punch to the solar plexus. Any sweeping motion like this, a straight shot, usually goes right down the middle. Just putting it out there. Alright, you guys haven't subscribed yet?
What are you waiting for?
Come on, subscribe. Like, comment, all that good stuff.
Yep, thanks for watching. God bless.